It's Dr. Roz.
And it's your man Kil back for another ep of Marriage Exposed. We back at it with the questions.
Another one?
Another episode.
Oh, I never heard you say that before.
You've never heard me say ep?
No.
That's because you don't listen to a word I say, because I mostly always say
I never heard you say ep.
Okay. Here's our next question. Kil and Roz, my husband spends ridiculous amounts of money playing poker with his friends in Atlantic City, easily $500 to $600 every time he goes. And I feel like that's money we could be saving for our financial future. We have separate bank accounts, and our house rule is as long as the bills that you're responsible for are paid, then it's your money to do whatever you want with. But I feel like this kind of spending is immature, and I don't think my husband's concerned about our future together, because if he was, he wouldn't waste such large sums of money. What should I do? Let's start off with your house rule is, if he's paying his bills, he can do whatever he wants with the rest of his money. That's what he's doing. I don't want to disrespect it, but that makes no sense, because you said it.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. Now, if you want to go back and change the house rules, or if you want to beef like, he didn't pay whatever he's responsible for, then I can see you beefing. But if I pay all my part of the bills and, I got 2 G's left, I can take that 2 G's and do whatever. I can make it go rain in the club if I want. I can go to the bar. I can treat my friends to games. I can do whatever I want. What? Nah, if the rule is,
go make it rain. You're married. You are not spending 2 G's to pay some
dog. If I want to pay 2
bills.
G's to do whatever, if I want to give 2 G's to the homeless man, what I'm saying is, it's up to him. That's the house rule. So if you need to change the house rule to say, okay, well, we're going to pay bills, and then each of us is going to put $400 into a bank account so that we're saving for our future, then that's cool. But my only thing is, then if he does that and he still wants to spend $500 or $600 in AC, if that's how, I know people who gamble and that's how they relax. I don't gamble because I got scared money. But if you do, that's how they relax. So I think, number one, it's the house rule. So, that ain't really make no sense anyway. So change the house rule. And then 2, I'm not saying what's right and what's wrong. But for me, I never understood how couples have 2 separate bank accounts. Just based off the fact of, I guess it's a biblical principle in some way or form. I can't quote the scripture, but that's what me and T learned in our pre-marriage counseling. Like, you just need to put because it's almost like people, you share your bed with this person, you share your life with this person, but when you have 2 bank accounts, it's almost like, but you don't want to share your money. And I've heard all the reasons or excuses. I still don't know to this day if there's really a difference between reasons and excuses. But I've heard people say, well, what if I want to buy him something? I don't want to have to take. But how often do you really buy your man something? And vice versa for dudes.
And it's really simple. You can just pull the money out of it.
Right, but that's the first thing I always hear. What if I want to buy him or her something? I'm like, dog, you don't buy your wife nothing. So stop with that excuse of, well, what if, and well, he can't handle his money right or whatever. And I give an example. I forgot where I heard this, but if you're in Baltimore, you know about half and halves. You know what I mean? Now, a half and half is half iced tea, half lemonade.
Oh, Arnold Palmer.
That's what y'all call it in Rome, Georgia.
That's the name of it.
That's not the name of it.
It is.
Yo, money, you can go to Giant right now.
You can look up Arnold Palmer on your phone right now.
You can go to Giant right now, and Nantucket's half and halves.
Okay.
It's not called the Arnold Palmer.
Oh.
So if Nantucket got
Arnold Palmer.
What did I say?
I don't know what you said.
I said Arnold Palmer. You know what I meant? It don't matter. It's all a half and half. But the example is that if you have your lemonade and I have my iced tea, they're separate. Mm-hmm. But if we take them and pour them into a pitcher, I can't now go back in and get my lemonade out. It's mixed together. It's done. You can't get your iced tea. Right. I can't get my lemonade. It's all in there. And I just think that you guys have to come up with some financial strategies for your marriage. Like, for instance, when me and T first got married, it was like, look, I don't want to be coming to you if I just want to buy a CD. Can I take that money out of our account? So we came up with a figure of, okay, anything over $100, you need to call, we need to talk about it, we need to look at the book. Now, of course, this was 12 years ago, and that's always going to change.
But I think that's a great way to go about doing it.
Right. But I'm just saying that it'll change.
Homegirl, I feel you. I would be terrified if my husband was spending $500 to $600 wasting, because that is wasting. Gambling is wasting.
But what if he wins? See, that's the
but see, how often do you win?
But that's probably
that's
the other problem. See, she may just be having her money from her gig. He may go to AC and come up, and then that's still his money, and he out spending buying new IMAX and fly stuff, and it's like she just stuck. So that could be an issue. Maybe not. Maybe he loses all the time.
Yeah, and if he's losing money, I mean, $500 to $600 is a lot of money that could be going back into the household. That could be. And so here's the problem: women are more futuristic, while men live in the moment.
Okay.
And so while she is, like this could go towards our future, we could do things in our future, he's not seeing that. Like for him, it's all about I'm living. What is it? YOLO. You only live once.
YOLO.
Yeah.
Why do you try to be hip? Why?
Because I am hip.
Okay.
I am hip.
Cool.
But YOLO, you only live once. While I get that,
who taught you that?
I don't know. I saw it something. Heck, I think I saw it on Marriage Exposed on the site, on the Facebook group. While that may be true, you can't do that recklessly. And I think spending $500 to $600, while it is his money, to me it's a bit reckless. Because to me, what I see is an addiction coming on. Frank and I will go to the casino. There's absolutely if that's what you want to do, we'll go to the casino, but we have a limit. Right. Once we're past that limit between we're done. It's like we're not gonna just keep giving our money. But what I hear from her is that he keeps doing this thing and keeps giving money, and he's losing. $500 to $600 is a huge amount of money to lose.
Right.
To give to someone else, when he can be doing something else, investing that money. It's other ways.
But the key is the house rule. Because like I said, if he wants to give that $500 to a homeless person.
No, see, I hear what you're saying about the key, but the bigger problem is what I hear, or probably what my clinical judgment is that I think he may become addicted to gambling.
Okay, so if a woman spends $500 to $600 on shoes every month,
she's becoming addicted. Yeah, retail addiction.
Okay.
And so those are some things that has to be taught. Because I guarantee you, if she was spending $1,000, on shoes, he'd have an issue.
I don't think so. Because the rule is whatever
he wouldn't be able to say
with
anything
your money. Like, I don't care
because
what you
he wants to
do
do what he wants.
No, but like you said, men live for now. So I'm not thinking about our financial future. So I don't care if you spend money on shoes because it's your money. But this is what I'm talking about when you have two separate bank accounts. You're now, see the words we're using, your and mine. And that's where it gets confusing.
And it's not our.
It's not
and
ours.
It should be an our thing.
It's your money. It's her money. For me, if that's our rule, spend your money on whatever you want. If I want to get season tickets, to the Wizards, which I wouldn't. But if I lived in Brooklyn and I wanted season tickets to the Nets, and I have the money to buy them, then that's what I'm going to do.
And that's cool. That's an investment, though.
Because there's no comeback on that. That's not an investment.
But I'm saying that's a healthier investment than that's a one-time. I'm going to pay this amount of money.
I understand what you're saying from your clinical piece is that this gambling could be becoming a problem.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it seems like her beef is he's spending this money on, and then I think it becomes a judgment of he's spending his money on dumb stuff. So whether it's I'm going out buying records, somebody could be like, well, that's dumb. Why are you buying records? Well, that's dumb. Why you spend $400 on a pair of sneakers? So it's the judgment of which you're spending the money on, which really,
I see that.
It shouldn't be a problem because, again, it's my money, or if I like buying, even if it's our money and I like buying sneakers, I should be able to buy as many sneakers as I want because it's my money. So I just think, I would challenge y'all to sit down and try to figure out what happened.
I just think it's a financial disrespect that's going on here.
How? Because it's the rule. I'm following the rules. And I think as a man, that's the thing. It's like, okay, nobody wants rules. But right. I think women may be, I won't even say that. Nobody really wants rules to follow. Okay, that's why we're like, we can't wait till we get old and get out of mama's house. We ain't got to follow no rules. And then we get married and we're right back to rules again. But if now I'm having to follow rules and I'm following the rules and I'm still getting in trouble for following the rules, it's almost like me telling Naomi go out and get all A's, but she's still in trouble for doing what I asked her to do.
I get that. I guess the clinician in me is just concerned that this is becoming more of an impulse than a hobby.
Okay.
I think that's and I think that's probably and I don't want to put words in her mouth, but on my clinical judgment based on evidence, I feel like that's what she's trying to say without actually saying it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that very well may be true that that's what's going on, but I think number one, I would challenge you guys to sit down and figure out if you guys could come up and share a bank account. Because usually the couples we've coached and dealt with and just people I know, there's usually an issue with why we don't want to have one bank account. Whether it's he don't know how to spend money, or the last guy I was with cleaned out my bank account, or the last chick I was with.
And again, it doesn't make her feel secure.
Okay, yeah.
He's reckless with his money. To her, she feels like he's being reckless.
Right. So I would say, number one, have that conversation. Do you want to change the house rule and make it so that, okay, after we pay bills, we're both going to put a certain amount of money aside for our financial future? Because, see, my biggest thing is, and this is going to sound bad, and I just take it for what it is. I just figured out a better way to make it sound. What's going to make you happy? See, don't tell me put $500 aside, and then I do that, and I still have another $1,000 to go out, and I'm still reckless. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so is that really, so like you said, what's really the core problem? Yeah. Is it that it's because I'm already following the rule, but now you're in my face again. Now you're going to give me another rule, and is that going to shut you up? That's what I was going to say, what I said was going to make you happy. Is that going to make you happy that now we're putting $500 aside a piece? But then is that going to shut you up? Can I now go back to AC and spend my $600-700 on the crap tables and you be quiet? I don't know. So, but that's it. But I got some more ideas. So we're going to be back with part 2 of this one.
Yeah, you know what? And hit us back. Give us more details.
Yeah, but we got some more for y'all because I got some more ideas turning in the head. More stuff Roz will probably disagree on. So we can get back to our fighting like we usually do. Yeah. It's your man, Kil.
And I'm Dr. Roz.
Keep it alive, marriage exposed.